Edmonton's best rock, 100.3 The Bear.
Proud to be joined by Hugh Dillon today from the Headstones. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today, Hugh. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Happy to be here.
Okay, so you are an insanely busy man right now because not only do you have this brand new Headstones single, but are you still actively filming right now as well?
In Pittsburgh right now until June 2nd, and we've been going since January, but it's exceptional. Renner's a trooper. That guy's just come back from everything, and he's a wild inspiration, and he loves rock and roll music, and he's a big Headstone supporter. So it's it's like you got to pinch yourself sometimes. It's a dream gig. I love it.
My husband and I always joke that everything that Taylor Sheridan touches just turns to gold, and it turns to gold in our household because we watch every single thing that he does. So really been enjoying the Mayor of Kingstown show too. Like absolutely love it.
Taylor was my acting coach back in the day, and and
Crazy.
there was the first thing that he wrote, and it's because of Kingston, where I'm from, and we just hit it off. And I'd go over and I'd be procrastinating, not want to learn stuff. I was going to say a different word, but he champions people and sometimes underdogs, and I was kind of an underdog. I'd gotten to LA late, and I'd kind of cleaned up my act, and I we just hit it off. And so I started hanging out with him, and then as we really got into talking about what do you really want to do, and I was like, I love rock and roll, and if not that, I'd like to write a show about, I like these darker kind of stories, and I'm from a prison town. And it just built that show we had in the back pocket for 15 years. And then he did Yellowstone, and he wrote Sicario, and it just goes on and on. And then he hired me to be in Wind River, and then I was in Yellowstone, and then Mayor happened, and it's incredible.
What a ride. Okay. Let's move on to the music side of things.
Big Headstones fan, or
Oh,
the
yeah.
early Headstones. So I'm lucky
Yeah.
to find these Americans who like the band.
That's great. I'm very excited about this new single, as I'm sure you guys are as well. As soon as I heard it, it was my jaw kind of hit the floor. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's so bloody good. And we're hearing it everywhere now, too. It was playing in that abysmal Oilers game last night, too.
Yeah, but I mean, I love it because I love that, Americans see it, and it's like, we're all over it. I don't, the Oilers are still a great, I was going to say band, a great team for me. I've loved them because we've been playing Edmonton for so long. But
Mhm.
seeing that song on a hockey game, it's incredible.
Are you a Leafs fan?
I'm ashamed to tell you what kind of a fan I am, but it goes back to my childhood. I was a Flyers fan in the 70s, and
Okay.
Bobby Clark and Dave Schultz, and I just have always been. It happens when you're a kid and you're playing road hockey.
Yeah.
Doug Gilmore lived down the street from me. We were on the same street. We play one-on-one hockey, and hockey's just bred in our bones. It just is. But the Flyers were my team growing up.
Okay. Very cool.
I love
Uh,
that. Okay, don't agree with you, but okay.
yeah. Okay. Well, Bobby Clark is from Flin Flon, Manitoba,
Yeah.
which my hometown is 2 hours north of Flin Flon, Manitoba. So I always like,
I just love that dude. I mean,
yeah.
'cause part of what I do is because of him. He was just
Mhm.
built to keep your head down and nail it. And that's part of it. Just keep your head down and go to work.
Cool. Okay, well, talk to me about the collaboration with Navigate. Very, very strong single on your own with the band, but then you throw Dallas Green in the mix, and it's kind of a whole different sound for you guys.
We signed with Dillon. Can you see that?
Yeah, I love it.
It was like one of those flukes, and that's what I'm talking about. If you keep your head down, you just do the work, then things happen. And we had an engineer who worked with both Dallas and the Headstones, and Luke Schindler is his name, and just a really good guy. Worked on a bunch of records, and he was working with. Hey, Dallas asked he was working on, and he played him this, and he said, if those guys want me to do anything, I'm happy to do it. And then we hooked up with Dine Alone, and Dallas is just a really, he is like like I hate using the hockey references, but we're all musicians have been in the game for a long time. We are about songwriting. We are about finding melody and lyric, and that's what we do. And he just rolled in and found all these harmonies and stuff that we didn't see. And it's just he's a joy to be around, and he's got a killer work ethic. But he has an incredible skill set because we thought we knew this. We built this song, so we thought we knew every room in the house, and he came in and kind of just nailed it. And just a humble, decent dude who just knows rock and roll. We're lucky to sign with Dynalone, lucky to be working with Dallas, and the song speaks for itself.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, my next question too about signing on with Dine Alone. That's exciting. And so far, so good, I guess.
I just like I just like this independent spirit. I mean, my band is like that. Metric's like that. And Dallas's band's like that. We are just those kind of people. It doesn't matter what's happening or if you're popular or not. You either are in it for life or you're not. And we are and always have been. It's just, it's like radio. It's just you just want to do it. You don't see any other you would do it regardless. And we just if you don't keep doing it, you're not going to catch a break like this. And because we write all the time, and same with writing on Mayor, it's like if I didn't keep doing it when nobody cares, then nobody's ever going to care. I have to care, and I look at the band or the show like a goddamn fan. Now, I am a fan of rock and roll. That's why I'm here. I collected records. I love lyrics and melody. I loved 60s and 70s rock and roll. Is what I grew up on. And I inherited great taste from my brother.
Mm, I love that. You've got a few tour dates coming up. So Ontario, I think I saw the festival down in Minnedosa and Manitoba. Any plans to come our way? We would sure love to see you back in
Oh,
Edmonton. It's been a
100%.
minute.
Yes, 100%. I mean, I'm looking at right now when we put Mare out and when we play these shows this summer, and now we're looking at the fall to tour in Canada. That's what we're hoping to do. It's like we got a great record, and I can't wait till everybody. You've only heard the single, but
Yeah.
the rest of that record is smokes, and I can't wait to get out there and play it. It's a real rock record.
12th studio album, Burn All the Ships. Anything you can tell us about it?
Well, the Burn All the Ships is funny because that was kind of when we made our first record, a picture of health. We liked the concept of burn all the ships then because we were never going to go back to our jobs. We were never going back. And it was kind of like, we smoked a lot, we drank a lot. There was no option. And we sure as hell weren't going back to the boats, once we
Yeah.
found this island of rock and roll. And so it was kind of a concept then. And it just seemed to fit all these years later that same kind of mentality has not changed. And it's a great record. And Emily Haynes from Metric sings on it, and Dallas sings on it. And we've got a great collaborator, Chris Austin, who's worked with us on these last 4 or 5 records. And I couldn't be more proud for the band and the guys for having the guts and the wherewithal to stay in it this long. And now it's paying off.
Mm. Very, very cool. You guys have been at this a long time, and to have that, still kind of idea way back then, that's very, very interesting. I was just quickly watching the video too before we hopped on this call, and it reminded me of the Starlight Room. So where was it filmed?
That's funny. It was filmed at Dynalone, but it does have the Starlight Room vibe.
Yeah.
We played there for years. I'd go and see band. I shot a movie in Edmonton years ago, and I frequented those places regularly. And the Starlight Room is a great club, and it does have that vibe. Yeah, but it was shot in the live room at Dynalone,
Mm.
and that's why else I love this company. It's just they're just real. They're a real indie kind of do it yourself, no BS kind of bunch of. They're just a great team to be part of, and again, the hockey BS, but they are. They, I love going into their office. They've got a record store in their offices that they sell records. It's a whole thing, and it appeals to me. And in the back, there's a place to play live. It's like a clubhouse, and So instantly when we were there signing our deal, and I'm a huge vinyl collector. I love vinyl records and getting to make vinyl. And I saw this and I was like, let's just do it here. Let's just do everything in-house. There's no need to go anywhere else.
Oh,
It's like,
perfect. Thank you so much for this, Hugh. I love the new single Navigate. I am very, very excited to hear the new album and so excited to see you guys back here in Edmonton. So hopefully I'm talking to you again when we announce those tour dates.
oh, my pleasure. Thank you. You've got great taste.
Ha.
Edmonton's best rock, 100.3 The Bear.